Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be reviewing The Breakfast Club from 1985, written and directed by John Hughes. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about what I get from this movie, what I enjoy about this film, and yeah, for me this was, for the longest time, this was my favourite film ever, for a very, very long time. And yeah, I just I enjoy this movie a hell of a lot. Um, for me, John Hughes is someone that I really, really started to pay attention to after watching this movie, because I think he really, really had some incredible talent as a writer. He just really, really tapped into something special, I think, in the 80s. I think the 80s was definitely his decade. And I think The Breakfast Club is definitely a movie that amplifies his talents and really, really puts them on display magnificently. The movie itself, I just absolutely love. I love the 80s setting. I love the five main characters in this movie. They're all different. They're all sort of very stereotypical. But the movie is very, very much about the breakdown of these stereotypical characters. And at the end of the day, we sort of find out that we're all pretty much the same on some level. We all have certain things in common, despite we may look different on the surfaces and different maybe personality wise, but at the same time we can all sort of relate to each other. And watching those barriers be broken down and dissolve, John Hughes just absolutely did an amazing job. Like I said, the 80s was his decade, and for him to write characters the way he wrote them, instead of writing them as teenagers, he wrote teenagers as real people, real everyday people who were going through maybe different things that adults weren't going through, but he just took them seriously. And yeah, it's such a shame that I think we got such few movies of that caliber from him. I think he's directed, for me, four movies that I would say were absolutely solid. This, Ferris Bueller, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, and Uncle Buck, I think are his at the top of his game. But sadly, we only got 8 movies directed by him. He went on to write, some amazing movies as well, like Pretty in Pink and Some Kind of Wonderful. But for me, The Breakfast Club is his magnum opus. I just absolutely love this movie. I just have a great time with it. The soundtrack as well is just absolutely wonderful. I love that song, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. I just think it fits this movie so well with this movie's message and what it's doing. But yeah, takes place in a very sort of that one location. It's a Saturday detention at school that lasts about 8 hours long, and we're just stuck with these characters. The principal's obviously given them this task of having to write this essay about who they think they are, and yeah, what they want to do, where they want to be. And yeah, but like I said, the characters, you have the nerd, the princess, the jock, the rebel, and the basket case, all thrown into the mix together. And the way that this movie plays out and the way it ends, you kind of left thinking, will they ever meet up again? Will they ever talk again? Because the way it ends is kind of led to believe that they find some common ground. And I like to think that they didn't speak again, but each to their own with the way that movie concludes. But yeah, I just have an absolute ball with this film. It's one of these movies that made me appreciate the writing side of movies so much more, because the dialogue in this movie absolutely works for me. It is just so on point. And yeah, I just have a fantastic time with it. Great sequences in it, great music, great acting. And yeah, I just love all that confrontational stuff that we get towards the end of the movie, when things come to a head, when the characters really sort of delve deep into themselves and put themselves on display in front of the 4 other characters that they're talking to. And yeah, it's just a great movie. Really solid writing, great direction as well from John Hughes, one of his best. So yeah, for me, the way I watch the movie is I have the HMV exclusive VHS range Blu-ray. Yeah, this is the way to go for me when I watch this film. I just love it. I think the Blu-ray looks absolutely amazing, and I think we're due a 4K of this anytime soon, which I will be absolutely pouncing on if that does eventually happen. But yeah, this is the way I watched the movie on Blu-ray. So yeah, absolutely amazing film, guys. Gonna leave the video there and say thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.